I'm Lawrence. Welcome again to another episode of Lawson Woods PNW. This week, I'm going to take you around. It's spring has sprung here. It's almost Easter Sunday, and by the time you're watching this, it probably is. Show you around some of the property, show you some of the beautiful flowers that have come up in the garden, and just give you a little tour around. Hope you enjoy. Well, here we are at the beautiful tiny house, affectionately known as the Seahorse Inn. Just going to give you a little walk around and show you some of the beautiful spring plants and flowers that have come up. It's truly a beautiful and magical time of year. You can see these holly that I planted all along the front and sides of the house. And in my little bathtub container garden, I've got some primrose. Aren't these just beautiful? I'll just take you around the other side here. This is my Fae garden, or fairy garden. It is known that the Fae live here, and they also really enjoy primroses. So I planted some right at the base and all around their little home there. This is a new addition to the garden. This is my rhododendron. And when I got it, it was already starting to bloom. And now, as you can see, it's in beautiful full bloom. Just gorgeous. The dandelions are out. Those are the first flowers of the spring. Did you happen to know that dandelions are actually edible in many different forms? From the flowers to the leaves, all the way down to the roots. So check it out sometime. You can see some of my other bushes are just leafing out and coming back here. If you look over here, you can see all of the willows that I planted earlier this year. Those are all coming into life right now. What a beautiful time of year. There's some of the willow. I planted 128. So far, 125 of them have made it and are starting to bud out and have their leaves come out. My Japanese maples. Oh, here's my apple trees. You can see these are all starting to bloom and come out and express their love to Mother Earth. This year I've converted the garden to more of an orchard / mini garden because I don't get a whole lot of light. I can really only grow lettuce and things of that nature. You can see I've already planted one of my lettuce beds. I've also planted some green beans, some yellow beans. And here is beautiful flowering peach trees that I planted last year. But I've been really focusing on the garden and making it a long-term project, realizing the trees will get bigger over time. And so I'm planting, as you can see here, different flowers all in the ground and all around the trees, little bushes, just to make it as beautiful as it can be. See, my lilies are up now, my daffodils, all sorts of beautiful flowers. Look at this beauty. I can't remember the names of all of them, unfortunately. This is my peaceful little fountain on my deck, my beautiful deck. I get to look over and enjoy the Puget Sound, the views of the Puget Sound. I'm very, very blessed to live here and to be the caretaker of Lawson Woods. All the birds are out. I try to keep up on feeding the birds and making sure they have plenty of food too. I enjoy sitting here and watching them. If I sneak up real carefully, you can see the goldfish in the pond. They're really timid, and so as soon as I come by, they usually go right away. So I only get the one. There's two others back there, but they're hard to see under the fountain. Hey, little guy. Or gal. Or they, them. I don't know. Well, why don't we take a look around my stone circle, my beautiful sacred stone circle. 13 stones in total, and that's to show the 13 moons of the year. And each one of those stones has its own daffodil. And the stones are actually placed due north and south. The largest ones right here, that's the south one, and then across the way is the north one. And I do use this for meditation, for practice in my witchcraft that I practice as well. And it's just a sacred place. You can definitely feel the energy when you walk in or around this beautiful sacred place. So many birds around this time of year are here, and you know, we have finches almost year round that are always here, and I enjoy just sitting here and watching these babies. Let's take a little walk and go to the back half of the property for a little look-see-loo around here. See what's going on. There it is, the big, beautiful tree. Biggest on my property, or at least one of the biggest. Right in the middle. I just love it. The hazelnut trees are all budding. Some of them are even opened up. This is a new part of the trail that I put in earlier this winter. Oh, I just love these plants here. There's some type of plantain, they're called. I can't remember the exact name. But they just grow wild here. And I find them in secret, hidden little spots like that. Just gorgeous. I'll just take you around and show you here. Oh, there's my huckleberry bush, one of many I'm lucky to have. And this one is known as the California huckleberry bush, I believe. Here's another big beauty on the property. You know, I hadn't really spent a lot of time around this tree because there wasn't really good access to it until I put this little trail here. And now I find I just go around it and talk to it, and put my hands on it and just say thank you. Thank you for being here. Now, I've always wanted my own arch, and this one is nature made it. I was astounded when I finally cleared out this area and I looked. It's a true arch that Mother Earth herself made, and it's all growing and alive. Very bizarre, but I love it. All right, well, now we meet up with the other trail here. And off in the distance, you can probably see my pond. Still not quite done with the pond. I'm working on finishing up some touches around it, but it's just so soothing and relaxing. I love coming down here after work and having a little glass of wine or some coffee and just sitting there, really enjoying it. A couple of chairs and a hammock I've put up out here. Just beautiful. As you can see by those lines there, that is the actual back half of the property line. This is kind of looking up towards the tiny house. And I planted more willow. Eventually these are going to block out the view of my new neighbors in the back. I'm sure they're very nice people, but I don't want to see their house. So eventually these will get real big. It'll be beautiful. Yep. 125 of them. Pretty remarkable. You can tell you're in a really old area or old growth forest or really a good old soil when you see trilliums, and that's what that is. Also, holly. Holly and trillium are known to grow in areas that are very nutrient and also remote and not bothered and untouched. So as you see here, this is the front side of the property. It goes down to the water, and there's tons of trilliums down here, and I'll just show you here in this little video. Hope you enjoy. Now this is quite a slope, so I don't go down here that often, mostly because I need knee surgery for both knees, so I have to be careful. But when I do come down, I find it's just, there's always something new that I discover because I really don't spend a lot of time on this hillside. And all of the trails that you see are deer trails that I've just opened up and kept open up. Well, look at here. Look how many trilliums are at the base of this tree. Again, this is one of my big beauties on the property. Oh, I can't even tell you. That's a western red cedar, by the way. A very old western red cedar. And right here is basically the cliff's edge as far as I can go. It drops down about 50 feet or more with several sheer drops along the way. So this is the end of my trail here. And sometimes I come down here, especially the winter time before all the little brushes and trees start coming up. I can still see the water down here. So I enjoy coming down here. And a little bench over here. I'll show you in a minute. I'll just sit there and watch it. And it's an amazing, amazing house. Now I know it's a little unsightly, but it does the job for now. I am going to get a nice bench eventually and bring it down here. Maybe make a nicer seating area. But there it is, all that up there, that 55 or 50-foot wide old growth forest, known as Lawson Woods B&W on the Puget Sound in Washington. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao for now, my friends.